Good afternoon, friends. I hope you are well and everything is okay. Sorry, there was a power outage in our city, in our site, but it was a few minutes ago. There is no problem now. We have electricity. For this reason, sorry. Today we are going to start to presentations. Somebody sent me their group names. I'd like to read the previous ones. The first group consists of the team groups Ömer, Erol, and Yusuf. They sent me. They didn't send me the topics, but okay, I'll answer. The second group is Mariam, and Amir. This is the second group. The third group consists of the Milyani and Faiz. Is that right or not? I don't know. The fourth one, Ataberk, Hasan, Koman, Ömer Kağan, and Emir Özbek. The fifth one, Mustafa Dorukçil. He is going to present alone, I think. The sixth one is consists of the Duygu, Bolat, Beril, Büşra, and Defne. Those people sent me this group sent me their group members and the title of the group. But the other, I am waiting for the other peoples. Please send me their group names and team members. It will be helpful for organize it. Eren they sent me, please send me via mail, Eren. I'd like to know, yes, the team name, team group, the name, no problem. Maybe you can write the project topic and the team members. It's not so important. Are there any other group that sent me? I don't know. I take some messages from these groups, these peoples. People have to send me as soon as possible, because I'd like to know, are there any group, any team that can ready to present their primitive version of their project today? If there is one of you are ready, please inform me. For example, Mariam, Milyani, are you ready? Hasan, are you ready? Not you can write here if there is if you are ready to present your homework or your paper, you can write it. Yes, Mohammed Elmani, you will be the first presenter. You will be the first to okay, I read it. Today we can also listen not more than 4 once. Yes, you will be the first one. I'm going to check your message again. Yes, Chill, if you are ready, okay. We are going to listen a few ones, depending on the conditions and depending on the power outage of our site where I live. Maybe we can arrange. But first, I'm going to give you your priority. It's not so important. Today we will discuss something about the projects. But first of all, as I said you before, yes, Doğukan, you can write. I can read it during discourse. No problem. Okay. As I said you before, the preview. We will discuss the matter starting with my research assistant, Mr. Onur. I'd like to check it, Onur. between us or not. Yes, Onur, are you ready? I'm going to give you as moderator. You are now okay. Okay, I take into consideration. Don't worry about it. Yes, now Onur, one of our research assistant for this course. Hello, Onur. How are you today? I think you are ready.
Hello. Yes, I am ready. I prepared this presentation for this lesson last week, but last week, unfortunately, I was in the recovery session of my surgery, and I got really serious flu. And I'm
Don't worry
very
about it.
excused for my
Get well soon.
voices.
Don't worry about it. You will get well soon. But please, Onur, could you please introduce yourself for a few minutes? Then you can start to the presentation. You can, I think you know, to load your presentation to the system. Yes, okay. We would like to know something about you.
Okay.
We are ready for listening.
I'm ready. I am Onur. I am now doing my master's in engineering, and it's my second year, and I'm going to prepare my thesis also this year. I studied my bachelor degree in chemical engineering in Egen University in Izmir, and then I start working in petrochemical industry as a production and planning engineer in Izmir, and then I worked in several industries. In 2013, I start working in Gemlik fertilizer plant as a process engineer in ammonia plant, and in 2021 I promoted to plant manager site in ammonium nitrate and nitric acid section. And then I changed my job and I start my job in Cargill, United States company, as a senior production supervisor. And 2.5 years I worked there, and then last June I changed my job and I moved to Netherlands in Stamicarbon, one of the world lead petrochemical and fertilizer licensor. We are now licensing urea, ammonia, ammonium nitrate, nitric acid plants all over the world, and we are preparing process design packages, and we are checking basic design engineerings. We are making mathematical model for preparing the equipments and pipings. So far, I've been in many projects, especially in petrochemical and oil and gas projects. Most of them are in Turkey and Dubai. If you have any question, you can ask me during the presentation. Please be interactive.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Onur. It was a good idea to meet you for our students also. I think they are the same. Yes. Do you have any question to Onur? Okay, maybe you can open your microphone and you can ask directly. No, thanks. Mustafa said that. No, thank you very much. Yes, yes, that's nice. Nice to meet you, sir. Some of people say something like this. Yes, okay, thank you very much. It will be helpful for us because he's in his company. Onur is responsible for the new projects, new feasibility idea preparation and appraisal, new production, etc. I think, is that right, Onur? A little bit, maybe.
We have 7 concepts in urea, and now one concept for each nitric acid, ammonium nitrate, and green ammonia, and now we are developing these projects. Depend on the site experience, depend on the mathematical modeling. We see some figures and we try to change things. Most of the developments are, of course, on energy and raw material consumptions.
As you know, my professional consists of the explosive engineering. I think ammonium nitrate is very important for production of the explosives. Also, it's very important for fertilizer as fertilizer. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Ammonium nitrate is main content of the explosive used in mining industry, and the name is ANFO, ammonium nitrate fuel oil. It's a mixture of ammonium nitrate, low density, high porosity ammonium nitrate, and you mix it with ANFO. It's highly explosive, and most of the mine sites are prepared with this explosive. I'm not expert on this site, but I know the production of low density, high porosity ammonium nitrates.
Yes, it's a very important raw material for this kind of things as oxidizers. Is that right? It's very important for ammonium nitrate due to it consists of the oxygen and the other parameters. When we make a mixture with a certain recipe with fuel oil, it will be maybe a combustible materials. For it's very important for explosives. Maybe for example, maybe your project title can be consist of this kind. For example, 100,000 ton per year. This capacity of the ammonium nitrate production, for example. This is a typical chemical engineering project, production project. It's very important. When we discuss dealing with the project, we have to determine the project topic. Similar, I said you before, and we describe the title together with the capacity, annual capacity of the project, because it's very important for give dimension to the economical dimension, technical dimension, etc. Yes, I think you understand something about the professional life of owner. It's very important. Maybe a few years later, you will be in your project life, in your professional life. Maybe it will be helpful for you discuss something like this. Yes, we are ready to listen you, please.
Yes, thank you very much. And today I would like to mention you some fundamentals of the project management, and let's discuss first about the we are always saying project, but what is project? And maybe
yes,
you heard right. Something about program and also portfolio. And in the image you see that portfolio is the bigger picture in project management. Project is under this portfolio, and portfolio is for example consists of different programs in company. For example, sometimes one branch of the company, like when I was in Kargil and we were producing food, we were producing non-food equipments, we were producing meat, we were producing animal nutrition and feeds, and these are all programs in Kargil, and these are all portfolios in Kargil, and each portfolio has a portfolio manager. And in project, you have your stakeholders are mostly portfolio managers who gives the money to projects. And there's programs harmonize the that it's harmonize its program and the project components. They have control independencies, manages transformational changes to realize the benefits in this portfolio. And the projects are developed and implement these programs. Programs are like the plants and production facilities or service locations of this portfolio, like the company. If you think portfolio as a company, program is the production facilities or service locations, and projects are the works that you did in these locations to improve the work and capacities. Anyway, when you are managing a project, the most important thing is the scope of the project. In the first, you have to determine the scope of the project, and this scope is the primary constraint with time, quality, and the budget. Every project is unique, and of course, every project is complex and time limited, interdisciplinary, well organized, but most importantly, every project is a change, and you have to manage the change while you are managing the project. And if we talk about the phases of the project, there are mostly 5 phases of the project, and these days we are talking about mostly for project initiation, which we define the project in the broad level. We are defining the borders of the project. We are defining the scope of the project, like we said in the previous slide. And then we are planning the project. We are using some tools to create a roadmap. When we are ready with this planning and we close all the gaps, then we execute the project on site, on field, and then we start measuring the performance of the project. And at the end, we hand over the project and close the project and start new one, probably. And while we are doing it, there are also project gates. Like we finish the first phase, the initiation phase, we define the project, we prepare the budgets, etc. There should be a gate review. What is gate review? Gate reviews are the time when you finish one phase of the project. You have to present every findings and every outcome comes from this phase to stakeholders, to client, to project management, to top management, to go further or stop, hold, or cancel the project. If your project is really well organized, you are in budget, you still have return, and your investment has some give some value to company, to stakeholders, then stakeholders say to you, go further, you can continue. But there is still open points in your project. They can tell you, close this and we will check it again, or they will check the figures and says this project is not in our benefits anymore. We don't want to do that project, so we want to decline. These phase gates are known also as toll gate, stage gate, or waterfall methodology. And this stage gate and waterfall methodology is copyrighted names for this concept. And if your project, as I said, ready for the next phase, you can okay to go the next phase. And we are saying that we have project initiations. Initially, you should outline the projects, the benefits, how much does it cost, what are the risks, and what are the additional metrics you should follow during the project. And with these outlined factors, you will prepare deliverables to stakeholders, to client, etc., to government who ask you to do this project. Once the project is assessed, you have to create a business case or project charter. This business case or project charter is the same things, but project charter is mostly the small projects in one location, like upgrade or development case of the projects. And this project charter or business case should be incorporated with project's goals, budget, and of course, timeline. When you initiate a project, this project needs a project management model, which defines the project in broad level, and you start this definitions with stakeholders and all the parties for the project with a kickoff meeting, and you will define them the goals and objective of the projects. And then you identify the project sponsor, stakeholders, about the communication plan, and to make up the project team and decision-making process, and you explain them how to do these things go on during the project timeline. And in initiation phase, the client or sponsors has expectations, and you have to do research due to these expectations. As I said, about if I give example from my career now, the client asks us a plant to produce urea, and for urea you need ammonia and carbon dioxide, and if you need ammonia, this means they also have to build the ammonia plant, and the urea plant capacity mostly depend on the ammonia plant. But during these days, there are really famous concept of the stack of the boilers and the big burning furnaces. We are now capturing the carbon dioxide and increase the urea plant's capacity. We can give these expectations and the figures to the client or sponsor or stakeholder so they can decide which one they want. Also, as I mentioned, that we have 7 urea plant concepts. So, and we gave them the 7 concepts and the consumption figures and the end product numbers, and they can decide which concept they are looking for. And during the project initiations, also you have to do a feasibility study and to see which selection will be feasible for the project. And feasibility studies, when we says there are feasibility studies is the investigation or review of the source, decide whether the implementation of the project which should lead the specific goal under the given condition can be realized or not. Realized or not is depend on the gate review, as I mentioned before. In the gate review, you check all the figures in the feasibility studies, and you can decide whether continue the project or stop or for further research and studies. The study I mean the feasibility study, the technical and economic feasibility of the project serves as a basis for investment and financing decisions. And there are some kind of feasibility study, feasibility report include these studies like technical feasibility study with environmental and sustainability study, which also includes the environmental reports. And as far as I know, most of the project needs this environmental report before execution, and financial and economical analysis, which are the decision criteria for the any project. And at the end, you need a risk assessment to see which risk will be in the project. And a feasibility study should also show the cost estimation of the process. In the figure you are now seeing that one of the cost estimation chart using in petrochemical and oil and gas industries. You can see the estimation classes from 1 to 5, and beside that you see the percentage numbers. This percentage numbers is the completion of the project during the execution phase, and most of the projects starts nowadays if there are not much unknown with class 3 cost estimation. This cost estimation is show you how much money you are going to pay at the end of the project with the number like 10 to 40% approximations. And there's also accuracy range on the fifth column. As you can see, lowest is minus 10 to minus 20, and highest is plus 10 to plus 30% approximations. This is in the international standard of AACE, and they almost all the oil and gas EPC contractors use this cost estimation during their project execution and preparation. And here also the table shows us project deliverables will be supplied to the client and customer.
As a feasibility study consists of the pro forma methodology, it's very important to determine the cost estimation is very important stage for real life. Is that right?
That's right. Yes.
Yes, it's very important for real life. You have to. It should be on the basis of the statistical analysis also, considering all concept of the related materials. As Onur said, the production investment production engineering products have to be inputs. Then they have to also should be in a process, technical process. At the end of the technical process, you have to obtain new items, new goods, etc. It's very important for decision. The first of all, you have to determine the dimension of the technical concept of the projects. You have to analyze the dimension of the location, buildings, equipment, material, machinery, etc. Then, during the operational period, you have to estimate the raw material requirement and the chain, the supply chain of the system. This is you have to determine, you have to estimate, you have to calculate something like this. This chart related this kind of things, I think. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Input. Yes, it's as I said you before. Estimate the input checklist. Okay, sorry.
Yes, these are the input checklist, and in the second column, engineering deliverables will be supplied at the end of the project to the customer.
Hmm.
That you see there's letters beside that. There's S, P, C, and then some of them are blank. Blanks are means there's no need, but S means started, and P means should be preliminary, and C and denoted ones should be completed at the end of the project. And at the top you see the estimation levels of the project. If you are giving the class 1 estimation to the client, you should almost give every deliverables completed at the end of the project, except the mechanical design discipline drawings, electrical discipline drawing, instrumentation and control drawings, and civil and structural drawings can be preliminary, but not started or not known. All should be there at the end of the project, and these are the project packages. And the client stakeholders will pay you to get this package. But this is just the initiation stage. And you are giving these deliverables to contractors, engineering companies who are going to execute your project on site. If you are just the engineering company who prepare the engineering documents, this is your final product to the customer. And when the next stage after initiation is completed and we pass the gate review, we start to plan the project. Project plans, that there's three different concepts to approach the project planning, which are you need SMART goals. SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bounded goals. Also, you need clear goals, which are comprehensive, limited, emotional, appreciated, and refinable. Another approach to project planning is OKR, which means objectives and key results. This is instead of the other approaches, this is starting with the project and defining the objectives, and then create the project around these goals. The other approaches has goals at the beginning, but OKR is start the project and build the goal and then build a project around these goals. These are mostly development projects on the running plants or facilities like brownfield projects, not the grassroots projects or greenfield projects. When we're saying project planning involves everything from figuring out goals, scope, task, and resources to setting a budget and timeline. You know, at the beginning, we define our budget, we define our timeline, time schedule, and throughout all project phases, we should get inside this budget and timeline and scope, and we have to create clear goals using this project roadmap and also how to execute the goal planning. Planning organizes, elaborates, and coordinates work throughout the project. The planning performance domain addresses activities and functions associated with the initial and ongoing and evolving organization and coordination necessary for delivering project deliverables and outcomes. Planning organizes, elaborates, and coordinates work throughout the project, and planning takes place upfront and throughout the project. and the amount, timing, and frequency varies depending on the product deliverables, development approach, and organization requirement and environment, and market conditions, and legal and regulatory restrictions and stakeholders. You remember these things are we already considered during the initiation phase with feasibility study, but also in the planning phase, we are considering all these things again and again and again to the end of the project. Because when even we execute the project, after that we have to control the thing we did, and we have to measure some parameters, and we have to align with the feasibility study figures at the end also. And when we are saying project planning, we have also some resources and tools like Gantt charts, milestone charts, and project risk management analysis, and resource may use in the project planning phase of project management. These things are clarify the details for stakeholders and clients so they can decide which way we should go through when we are executing the project. Sorry for that.
It's very important for the implementation stage, especially. Is that right? You have to breakdown of the work structure breakdown of the project
That's right.
in order to manage the activities, the main activities, and resource allocation, etc. Our course at the end of this course, we are going to discuss something like this. But how can we determine the critical path of the project, etc. But it was helpful for understand the system. Thank you very much. Continue, please.
Yep. Thank you. During the project planning, there are sometimes projects are impossible to define accurately the risk that shall be limited. In that time, we can do step-by-step approach for new tranche or investment necessary to outcomes from the previous deliverables. And that is for avoidance of the fixed. That approach is avoidance of the fixed price contracts, provisional cost for fixed price contracts, or feasibility study to improve early project definitions. These are the very hard and difficult projects, and not to get lost too much money, you should be very careful during this execution part, and during these things in the planning stage, not to lose too much money in the execution stage. Also, these things are going to show them itself in the gate stage. This is why we are doing gate reviews at the end of every phase of the project. And if we talk about the project execution, and it's very an exciting moment when you start executing your project on site, but there should be some preparations you need. First of all, you create the project and you launch the project within the specified time frame, and using the teamwork and also collaboration with all the team. And during the project execution, project selection criteria will also on the table, which are financial criteria and non-financial criteria. Consideration of other criteria beyond the profitability analysis, such as to capture the larger market share to make it difficult for competitors to enter the market, develop core technologies will be used in next generation products, and reduce the dependency on unreliable suppliers. These financial criteria are measured with several methods like cost and benefit ratios, is, as you can understand also with the name, how much cost, how much money you invest, and what's the benefits, and the ratio of these two will give you if you should continue to project or not. If cost benefit ratio is higher, you should stop the project, and lower cost and benefit ratio will show you the continue the project. Payback period. Before we are talking about payback period, there is a formula for the payback period, which is cost of the project over the average annual cash flow, give you the payback period of the project. And lower the payback period means that shorter time the money you get back which you invest to the project. Net present value is the difference between the project current cash flow, cash inflow, and the current value of the cash outflow. Net present value should be positive value to continue the project, and discounted cash flow during the calculations of cost investment and return on the investment, it's important to consider this concept of discounted cash flow. IRR is very famous one, internal rate of return, which is the interest rate that make the net present value to zero. It's look like complicated. Also doing these calculations are very complicated, but it's very useful to decide to proceed with the project or not.
As Onur said, you have to calculate everything. You have to calculate the cost, the capital cost of the project. You have to calculate the annual expenses of the whole items, raw material, labor requirement, energy, water requirement, etc. Then you have to estimate your incomes also. You have to determine. You have to estimate the selling price of your unit, your production. Then you have to make some economical, financial analysis. Maybe you have to use some of them. So there are a few methods, lots of methods. One of the six of one you can see here. We are at this stage. Net present value of the project is very important. Payback period, for example, very important. Internal rate of return is one of the another evaluation criteria. Maybe we can discuss the matter later. But for evaluation, this kind of things, you have to learn something about the time value of the money. It's very important. You have to learn something about it because it's very important for the cash flow sheet of the project. Yes, continue, please. You can summarize. You have a few minutes. Maybe.
Ataberk asked that the financial values include taxes. Yes, in the calculations, there is also taxes and inflation will be included to these calculations.
That's right.
And finally, opportunity cost is very interesting one. Probably you are not using this concept in your project, but opportunity cost is like if you have more than one project. If you select one project, the other project's benefits you are going to calculate, and if these benefits will higher than the project selected project's benefits, you have to select the other project instead of the project you selected. It's very interesting concept, project management. And there are, as I said, there are non-financial criteria, which are checklist model and multi-weighted scoring model. Checklist model is very simple. You prepare a checklist and check every concept in the checklist and decide the criteria. And multi-weighted scoring is you give score for the component of this checklist, and you calculate the weighted value, and at the end you will also give one score by yourself to go with or stop the project. And again, finally, for the project execution, you should assign a task to team members. Each team members can be different assignments, and you can go parallel with all the team members with different tasks you complete, and you should use project management tools, mostly softwares. You have to create the timeline with the softwares and also create a project map. This project map is going to help you to visualize each step, make access to resource quickly for the project team, and communication platform will be on this one platform. Do not use many platforms to communicate different disciplines of the project team. It will be very complicated. Use one platform, and these days SharePoint of the Microsoft is very useful tool, but not in China, unfortunately. Track assignment of the process and follow the workloads of the teams. You don't want to overload some teams during the project, and also always track and create a success track the measurement and create a success methodology for measures, KPIs, and deadlines of the project. So far, I finished the execution part. This is my last slide for today. I hope you enjoy my presentation. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask.
Yes, Onur, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. It was very interesting presentation. I think you summarized the whole concept of the feasibility study from the first step to the next last step. It was helpful for understand the system for the other students, I think. Yes, guys, do you have any question to Onur?
Thank you all. Hocam sesinizi duymuyoruz ama sessizde kalmışsınız galiba.
Sorry. I'd like to thank you. It was very interesting, your presentation, especially for real company lives, in order to make decision for the execution or stakeholders and the other people. It will help for them. You summarized the whole concept of the projects, preparation of the appraisal projects and implementation of project. It was helpful for us. Thank you very much. But from now on, please take into consideration that we have to, for example, we decide to make a project, for example, production of the ammonium nitrate, etc. what kind of the technical concept you have to determine the technical concept, dimension of the equipment, location selection, capacity selection. At the end of the selection of this kind of things, you have to determine the whole capital cost of the investment in order to compare to the operational period of the incomes and benefits, etc. Maybe we can discuss something like this. Let's listen. Thank you very much. It was a good idea. Thank you very much again. Now we have a few minutes. We would like to listen the draft version of their some projects. Milyani, are you ready? You are now Milyani, Amir, Muhammed Milyani, Otari, and Amir. We can Mustafa maybe. Are you ready, Milyani? You are now moderator. Please, if you are ready, please present your paper for a short time. Primitive. Yes. Milyani, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, please. Load your presentation, and we can maybe you have a few minutes, not more than 5 minutes, because it's the first step for presentation.
Me in the group, me and Faiz, my friend.
No problem, depending on you.
Okay. Do I have to share the screen?
Yes, okay.
Do I have to?
Sorry?
Do I have to share or just read in my project?
No, you have to share, please.
Where exactly?
Your other friend is Faiz, Faiz Abdul.
Yes.
Yes, maybe I can make it.
Faiz, please share the screen.
Yes, please. You have to open the file.
Yeah, teacher, where we have to go to share?
Sorry? You have to do. There is icon.
Where we have to go to share exactly the screen?
You have to use the there is a icon arrow. You can when you click it, maybe you have to 2 or 3, 4. I don't know. Is your screen is Turkish or not? English. Screen
English.
There is a few options. One of them is file sharing. The other one, the camera share. The other one, screen share. So you have to your file have to be open. Did you come to the? Could you? Is there any other people can help him?
You see the place that you see everyone, all attendees, and there is on the right share content is written. There is a rectangle, and inside there is a banded arrow. You see?
Yes.
When you click that, you see the contents you can share. And there is a share application screen
yes.
on the second.
No, it doesn't. It's working.
Okay. It's working, right?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, we can see it. Okay, thank you very much, Onur.
Yeah, so me and my friend Faiz, we choose shipping industry. We noticed it's very promising.
We would like to know could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, me, Milyani Muhammad Al Milyani, and my friend is Faiz Abu Huwaila.
What's your department? What's your
software engineer? And my friend Faiz, it's a computer engineer.
Okay, software and engineering department.
Yes.
Students. Okay. This is your third class, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
So we noticed that shipping industry is very promising and interesting. We did introduction. The shipping industry is indispensable, as we know, component of global commerce, responsible for transportation of a vast majority of trade goods around the world. It serves as a lifeline of international trade and plays a pivotal role in connecting markets. We bring some key statistical overviews like a volume of trade, fleet size and composition, economic impact, environmental considerations, and technology and innovation. And we bring some statistics as like the fleet size and composition. As of the early of 2020s, the world's commercial fleet consists of over 19,000 vessels with a total carrying capacity of nearly 2 billion deadweight tonnage. So it's a very interesting numbers. Like economic impact, shipping is a major contributor to the global economy, with the maritime transport industry supporting over 14 trillion in global trade annually. So we notice how the shipping industry participation in the global trade. The environmental consideration, the industry is also in the midst of a transformation, focusing on reducing its environmental impact. And we have the report of the International Maritime Organization, IMO, has a set ambitious targets to cut greenhouse gas emissions from ships by at least 50% by 2050. And when we talk about technology and innovation, the investment in technology such as autonomous ships, digitalization, and enhanced navigational system are reshaping the future of shipping, making it more efficient and safer and faster even. So the project objectives, it's the industry analysis, conduct a comprehensive study of the current state of the shipping industry, the competitive landscape, analyze the competitive environment, identifying key players, market shares, and unique selling propositions within the industry. Risk and return assessment, evaluate the risks and potential returns involved in various aspects of the shipping industry, from fleet management to the logistical innovations. Sustainability and environmental impact, study the impact of shipping on the environment and explore strategies for sustainable and eco-friendly shipping practices. So I will give the mic to my friend Faiz.
Yes. Should I share my screen or just read from your share?
Read from.
Okay. There is a lot of expectations for the shipping industry, such as insightful analysis, so you can gain a thorough understanding of the shipping industry dynamics and its role in global trade. Strategic plan, so you can develop actionable strategies for business. Risk management, so you can identify potential risk and devise robust risk. Sustainability solutions, so you can propose sustainable practices that align with the global environmental goals. Technological roadmap, outline technological roadmap for integration innovate. And you have a schedule for the shipping industry from week 1 to week 12. Week 1, so you can do initial meeting and decision making. Week 2, you can do operational planning. Week 3, you can market survey. Week 4, you can do budgeting. Week 5 to 6, location securing. And week 7 to 8, organizational design and logistic. Week 9, material and equipment. Week 10 to 11, system and technology setup. And lastly, week 12, you can do marketing and promotion. And there is a lot of activities for the shipping industry project you can do, such as hosting or attending industry networking events and conferences, organizing and practicing in trade fairs and expos related to maritime and shipping, engaging in the corporate social responsibility activities such as environmental sustainability and activities, collaborating with industry bodies and associations for better integration, hosting customer appreciation events or open days, conducting training and development workshops for staff to stay updated with industry standards. So this project aims to provide a holistic view of shipping industry, combining statistical analysis, market trends, and future projections to equip businesses and stakeholders with the necessary tools, insights for strategic planning and growth in this critical sector, hosting or attending industry networking events and conferences. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Sir, your voice is still muted.
Hujam, your microphone is muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry, excuse me. At the end of this analysis, your project was consist of your draft presentation consists of the market analysis and the objectives of your project. If everything is okay, no problem. But from now on, you have to determine your project capacity. You have to determine the project capital cost of the project. I think it's interesting with the supply chain of the transportation. I think, is that right? I understand. Then you have to determine. You need your land. How much square land you need? In this case, I don't know. How many equipment we need, machinery? What kind of machinery you need? Equipment you need? I don't know. What will they cost? Maybe you need office or buildings, etc. Something like that. You have to determine this kind of things. Then you have to determine the total capital cost of the project for the investment. As always, I said you. This explanation for the other peoples. Maybe going to prepare their presentation. They have to take into consideration this kind of analysis. Sorry. we would like to know the first step. As I said you before, you have to determine the first step, investment period. Analyzing, you have to determine the cost of the project. How long does it take? Then what will be your selling price, or what will your incomes or expenses during the operational period? For this reason, you have to determine, in this case, during this period, we always use you need to pay for lands, for example. I say something as we have to pay for machinery, we have to pay for auxiliary equipment, you have to pay for buildings, etc. You have to calculate, and you have to determine the cost of the project, and it is the fixed capital cost, fixed capital cost of this period. In this period, we have also some raw material requirements, etc., labor requirements, etc. Maybe we have to pay these things. You have to determine the project life also, in order to compare the benefits to the investment. You have to determine your project life, technical operational life of your project. How long does it take, for example? But at this time, it was successful. Thank you very much. Maybe we can discuss the matter later. Let's move for next one. Next one, Amir, are you ready?
Yes, Hujam, I'm ready.
Yes, please load your
Yeah, sure.
papers. Amir
And Mariam.
and Mariam and Amir. Okay. I think you are moderators. Now. Miriam Oçlu. Miriam Otari. Yes, okay. It's not so easy, huh?
I'm checking for the file.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Like, is it obvious now? I guess. Share, okay. Can you see it, Hojam? Can you see it, Hojam?
Okay, we can see it. There is no problem.
Gucci. Okay, starting with me, my name is Amir Al-Mazzoub, and my partner is Mariam Al-Otari. Our project called is Creative Gift Shop. Basically, we are a mechatronics department students, third year and
from mechanical students, mechanical departments. Mechatronics. Yeah. Why you didn't select a mechanical concept?
Because actually the creative gift shop was an idea that me and Mariam were thinking about it from 2 years, and when we had the project management, we were like, it's our goal now, so we can do it together.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Yeah. So starting with the first page, what is the project we are dealing with today? Okay, our project is the creative gift shop. It's not any other gift shop. It will be a special with a special idea, a website, online website gift shop. The description of idea starting as we know that birthday and many occasions need a special gifts. But the issue that we have is how to define a gift. Like when people want to give a gift to their loved ones, they're always confused about choosing the perfect gift in the special occasions. And actually, it's an issue. Like we are going now to Christmas. If you think about it, we all have the same idea about what should we bring to our beloved ones. So basically, description of our idea, it will be an online gift shop. Obviously, that we will have designers that will design a special ideas gifts for a special occasions, and also a handmade and a storage house that will be ordered through online website, and then we will be shipped worldwide. This is our basic idea. The problem and solution, as we can see, the issue is how to define a gift in an occasion, because also not only depends on the occasion, it also depends on the personality of the other one, or the personality of the one who is bringing him the gift. The thing is, when we want to define a gift, we always confused about the personality of the person who wants to bring them a gift. So in our website, the creative thing will be that we will make characterize options that the person who wants to order can define the personality of the person he wants to bring the gift for. For example, define the hobbies and define the special occasion. Depending on the occasion he defined and the personality of the person, eventually we will offer a special gifts that it is made by our designers, especially for these types of personalities and these types of occasions. This is the whole thing about what is special about us. And the opportunity and target market. Our team consists of professional handcrafts and designers, works at our office. We will have our idea will be applied as special ideas that will be provided by our designers and made by our factories, actually, handmade, because we believe that a gift must be handmade to be given in a proper way. And also the competition part, like we all know that there is a lot of gift shops, not only online, also they have their own stores. But the difference is when we study that the other gift shops don't have the same ideas as we have, and the prices should be considerable to be affordable to all level of personalities, or especially all level of people. Marketing and sales strategy. We will collaborations with our handicrafts and designers enhance our brand image and attract a wider audience. When we want to make a design, it's not only like a copied design from another gift shop. It will be a special one with a special idea that consists to be for this special occasion. And also, utilizing our team's creative talents, we employ innovative marketing strategies to showcase our personalized gifts. Funding request. Of course, when we think about this idea, when we have designers and handicrafters and storage, and we will have a worldwide shipping, of course we should think about the funding, because funding is the most important thing about a project. So if we're seeking for a funding, our idea is to take a loan from a bank to start our project. The financial projections. If the investors were found a small loan bank, so we could buy the necessary equipment needed for the project. The financial projections depends basically, as I mentioned before, on having a loan from a bank. So the projected financial statements will account for the cost associated with the professional handicraft designers and warehouse operations that we will apply. our logo will be have the courage to be creative, because we aim to encourage our customers to be creative in creating their own gifts, to show them that more you were creative, the more the gift will be special. This is our project.
Yes,
And
thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was a good idea. Maybe some of your friends will be your stakeholders, depending on your incomes. But I wonder, for example, how many buildings you need? You need or something like this. How many equipment you need? What kind
Actually,
of
when we studied the capacity, we did an Excel for it. It's still under studying, the Excel for the project. That's why I didn't show it yet. But we did a basic Excel, that a schedule study for the capacity and the requirements. Firstly, we need two households in a special place that will be containing our gifts for the customers. Two households as a beginning. And our plan will work on a 4 years basic starting, because 4 years basic starting is like it's an average affordable time, because we are not only working online, we are making in factories as special designs, and we have a designers and we have a handcrafters. So that's why I considered this 4 years. And also we studied the basic cost of our project. It consists for about $25,000 to $30,000. Considering the all requirements.
Maybe we can discuss the matter later. Yes, okay. I like to understand your project concept. Yes, okay. I hope you are you will continue to evaluate it, considering my previous suggestions. Thank you very much. It's okay. Thank you very much. At this stage, you are successful. Thank you very much, and your group. Let's listen next one. Mustafa, yes, are you ready? Mustafa Çil, are you
Yes,
ready?
we are ready. Can we present?
Yes, okay. Yes, okay. Please load it. Maybe we can listen one more after Mustafa. We can listen one more group.
Can I?
Yes, okay, okay. Mustafa, this is the last one. Mohammed, you are not alone, huh? Yes, Yusuf. Yes, Yusuf, you can be the last one. Yes, we are ready. Listen, Kaan, Mustafa, etc. Yes, please.
Yes, we are at software engineering department. We are assuming that a project that contains the GPS system of the car, GPS, yes, software of the car, but also in because of the requirements, we will consider also the hardware requirements. Firstly, I want to start with the introduction. Why it is important, what is our project aims to. The main idea is today's life is going somewhere from somewhere with an efficient way, like time consideration or another things. Our system is mainly goal about going one plus to another plus, which considering the traffic information and also the way information. Our capacity of the project is connected with the multimedia system of the car. So it will mean that our system will in the multimedia system of the car, and also it will include voice speech and also it will take information from our system. Our system is mainly connected to the some other APIs, which includes the traffic information or the GPS information, and also can be used in the worldwide. And also my friend Khan will tell the location of the project, and yes, we will continue like that. Khan, are you ready? Can you
Yes,
present?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. There is no problem.
Okay.
Please.
For
Yes,
location of the
please.
project, the plan.
Could you please summarize? Could you please summarize it for a few minutes, because we have lots of slides.
We plan the location of project is all over the world. The system will provide connection all over the world. As for technical feasibility, Mustafa. Yes.
Yes. Technical feasibility. Firstly, we must understand this topic. If we are doing a software, we can also provide the maintenance of the system. It is important part. When we are trying to develop a software system, it is important that maintain costs. Because of that, we must consider the technical feasibility and also the maintenance of the project. Firstly, we are started with the estimation time is for the project is 11 years. 1 year is development time. 10 years is maintain time, and also the system will guarantees that 10-year maintenance. Yes. We are trying to do development with 5 developers, and after development parts, we are trying to do the maintenance with 2 developers, and also we are estimation to do it with spiral model. A spiral model mainly add increments with time to the system. And also I want to share the hardware requirements. For developing a GPS system, we need to do GPS receiver, sensors, display systems, and I also wanted to attach the prices to the dash. Also, we have software requirements. For example, the coordinate information API, traffic API, and artificial intelligence APIs. Because our system mainly finding the optimal way with using the artificial intelligence. So because of that, we are trying to connect it to the artificial intelligence. Market analysis for starting the market for reciting it is good for starting this project. We must understand the market analysis. These are table 3 shows us to the number of cars sold in the last 5 years, and also the rates of the cars that includes the GPS features. We can easily see the last year's GPS feature rate is increases. And also we did an estimation for future 5-year GPS rate and the number of cars sold. We did this estimation for accordingly analyzing the market. Also, after that, my friend will continue from there. Are you ready?
For 4.3,
Yes. Your turn.
investment project cycle. Investment project is the plan to realize specific activities at minimum cost and to obtain the maximum value at the end of these actions. We plan to use the spiral model and invest after each experiment instrument is in a year there is 4 instruments. So after development phase, 10-year maintenance will be set for the project.
Yes, it's understandable. No problem. Okay.
Economic feasibility. Our target is to selling more than 10,000 GPS systems for each year. Our current data senior software engineer gains around $20,000 each year on average. Like my friend said, hardware price of each GPS system is around $490. Yearly software IP and hosting fee is $3,024. Development cost until development project is around 200,000. Maintenance cost will be 400,000. There is a
You don't need to give them detailed digits. Yes, we understand. Yes, as a those are your. I think your project capacity will be 10,000 GPS system. Is that right?
yes.
Mm.
This
You are going to
at minimum
sell
10,000
this
GPS.
software. You are going to you think that you are going to sell the software or
May I
services?
add an point? We are trying to sell 10,000, or is our target after we
Yes, this
writing in this point, if we cannot sold more than 10,000 GPS systems,
this
this
project isn't
this
feasible.
project is not feasible. It means that.
Yes, okay. You can this. You can make some acceptances.
Yes.
Accept.
In
There is no problem.
this section, also we write this issue. We will come it after the in feasibility study. We will write this. We also did the risk analysis for this. Yes.
The cost of your the cost of the maintenance have to be during the operational period. Is that right?
No, we write according to these situations. We also omitted the inflation risks, but it will be included in the price.
Don't worry about it. We are not at this stage. We are not interested with the
Yes, we are thinking
evaluation of
about.
the project.
We are okay for maintenance. We need 2 developers, and also they will work 10 years. And also for each GPS, it brings $40 for
That's okay.
maintenance cost.
Yes. Next slide, please.
Okay.
You have to summarize in a few minutes.
Okay.
You have only one minute.
Yes. Okay. We are continuing with the scheduling feasibility. We will develop in this project the spiral model. In 1 year, it will finish the development. Also, we offer 10-year warranty. It includes maintenance in 10 years. Also, we have risk assessment, technical risk. Maybe API service can be out of order, but the API providers warranties their API will work 99%, 99% a year. It will work. Also, we have economic risk. If we cannot sell more than 10,000 GPS, this project will give the project deficit. So we must be sure about this. We can sell with 10,000 GPS in a year.
Mustafa, I don't agree with you because at this stage you don't know anything about economical analysis. 10,000 or 20,000, it's not so important because first of all you have to determine your capital cost, then you have to determine your operational cost, then you can make a comparison depending on the project capacity, at the end of this analysis, maybe you can go on or not. But I think you understand the concept of the project. Thank you very much. You are successful, but you have to take into consideration that I said you are ready to arrange your project properly next step. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's enough, but you have to evaluate your project considering this kind of suggestion. Okay.
Okay.
It's necessary. It's necessary. You need to determine your project life, your incomes. Maybe you can accept some capacities. The 10,000 capacity is not so fixed one. We can arrange, but what will be your break-even points? It should be you can make something like this on the basis of the economical analysis. Okay, they give you your profitable or not, your project profitable or not. Okay, it was successful. Thank you very much. Let's move to the next and the last one for this week. Yusuf, are you ready?
Yes, doctor, I'm ready. But we are actually a group of 5.
Yes, you are moderator. You are alone or you have a group?
No, I have a group.
The other people, who are the other people?
Yeah, it's Hilal, Halil Ibrahim Ayçiçek, Iran Gular, Mert Iran Delsiz,
İrem.
Hadir Abdurrazık.
Yes, okay.
Okay, just a minute, I will share it.
Yusuf, Halil, Eren, Mert. Eren, Mert. Okay. The other people. Yusuf, Halil, Eren, Mert. Eren. Okay. Yes, we are ready for listening you.
Okay, right now, doctor, I will share it right now.
Eren, okay.
It's uploading, I'm sorry. Yeah, is everyone seeing it right now?
No.
Okay, just a minute.
Hadir also another people, huh?
Okay.
In this group. The member of this, yes. Yes, you can see.
So my name is Yusuf Khairuddin, and today we'll be discussing the idea of a mobile application that students can use to volunteer in social media services and internships and find internships in their countries. So me and my friends in the group came up with this idea for the sole purpose of making career life easier for students. Okay, so let me tell you about the purpose of that project in detail. The purpose of it is to encourage students to volunteer in social services and gathering experience about any other field they might be interested in while studying their major. It is indeed a vital step in their career path. Participating in social services can help with their social skills too. Okay? And the question is now, what are the challenges that students face in finding volunteering opportunities and internships? One of the main challenges is limited availability. Limited availability plays a huge role in these challenges. Another one is competitive nature, because many students are competing for the same positions. So the solution for that, for these challenges, is to present an application that can simplify all these sophisticated procedures into more easy and understandable ways. So to begin with, we'll start with the most four vital corners in project management. We will firstly discuss market analysis and marketing. Okay, so it consists of two things. Market analysis, this involves evaluating the external environment to identify opportunities and threats. And marketing is the strategic communication and promotion of the project. Secondly, we have the technical analysis. The technical analysis means evaluating the technology, tools, and methodologies needed to complete the project successfully. And third, we have most important corner in our financial analysis. Okay, this involves evaluating the financial aspects of the project, including budgeting, cost estimation, and financial forecasting. This ensures that the project stays within budget constraints. And last but not least, okay, we have, oh, I'm sorry, I should be here. And last but not least, we have the feasibility study. It assesses the practicality and viability of the project, and that would be all for me. And I'll leave you to my friends. They will discuss everything in detail.
Okay.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, we are listening.
And my name is Ali Ibrahim, and my major is software engineering, and market analysis and marketing is my part for this project. And I'm starting. According to the data from the Corporation for National and Community Service in the United States, in the academic year.
Ali Ibrahim, please take it easy because we haven't got enough time. You have to summarize in 5 minutes whole projects. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
You can summarize it. Okay.
Next slide, please. There are two graphs, and they show us.
Right. You can summarize this graph also for a short time. I think you evaluate the market analysis, you analyze the market, and you achieve this kind of results. Huh?
Okay, teacher. Since one purpose of the project is to help those looking for internships, generally determining the time to start the internship is an important step in defining the target audience well. Next slide, please. This graph below, no, before, yeah, shows when people start. We can see that most of them is starting to doing internship while they're student in a university. Next slide, please. Since we prefer to develop a project in the global arena, it would be very beneficial data to know in which regions our target audience is more concentrated. And also this graph shows the number of applications based on regions on online platforms. And most of them from Africa. Next slide, please. And according to the data collection in the digitalizing world, the target audience demands ease of finding exactly the internships or volunteer service they are looking for. They demand finding internships and volunteering services entirely online. After general market research, having such a wide target audience is an important opportunity for the project. Providing solutions that meet the needs and demands of the target audience increases the chance of staying in this market. This means making good use of opportunity, otherwise there is always danger in the market.
Hello, sir. I am going to present technical analysis. My name is Eren. I am software engineering student. We are going to use these technologies, ABP.io as backend, Angular as frontend, Flutter as for mobile application for iOS and Android. As SQL Server, we are going to use Microsoft SQL Server, and I'm going to talk about SSL security measurements. We can skip this part. This is Angular's pros. We can skip this. This is SQL pros. We can skip this again. For security measurements, I want to say ABP backend is really a sophisticated application for use this website and mobile applications. It can communicate with mobile applications also. It's really secure. It has authentication, authorization, and role-based system. And SSL is for data encryption and data integrity, trust, credibility, password and session security, and it also has CEO benefits.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
I would like to present financial analysis part of the project. First of all, in initial investment in our project, most of the cost, as you can see on the left pie chart, is development, and second cost is marketing, because we need to expand our market to most of the users. I put 10% of contingency. It's for unexpected costs for our company, and total will be $335,000. In our operating cost, it's monthly expenses. Most of the expenses marketing, as I said previously, we need to expand our market to other users, and second is salaries. For we expecting to have 12 employees. So other cost is rents, legal fees, insurance, and maintenance. Total will be okay. In the last part, I created two scenarios. In best case, in each scenarios, we expected to earn $10 per user per month. In best case scenario, we gain 1,000 users in average per month, and according to that calculation, we earn end of the year $600,000, but it's before the expenses and taxes, so it's revenue. And in worst case scenario, we have 500 users per month, and according to that calculation, we gain $300,000. And break-even analysis is how fast we are going to gain our initial investment. So in best case, we earn back our initial investment in 9 months. And in the worst case, it's 22 months. But in these calculations, we do not add next year's growth. So according to this year's growth, we break even in 22 months.
Yes.
Hello. For the feasibility study of the project, I will get to the key aspects to consider. Next slide. It's a first.
Haider,
Yeah.
how do you spell it? Hadir.
It's Hadir, yeah.
Yes.
So it's next slide. It's a cross-platform application. We provide both services for students and users, combining internships and volunteering services in a single platform. So in detail, our system provides diversity of opportunities. User can choose between the internships and volunteering, allowing them to explore like different types of experiences. And skill development, internships can offer more structured. Volunteering can provide a more flexible and diverse set of experiences. For social impact, volunteering opportunities allow users to contribute to social causes and make positive impact on their communities. And flexibility, users have flexibility to choose opportunities based on their preferences, availability, and career goals. And comprehensive profile building, user can build comprehensive profile. Then next slide. So like teenagers spend like a lot of time in their phones, so we wanted to spend their time in a beneficial way. So we think that this app will interact a lot of students to our concept, and also will help educational institutions that they can promote and support the use of application among students. For the feedback mechanism, we address user and organizational feedback. And then for human resources, this project is a human labor heavy project. There will be like 8 developers, 2 designers, 2 human relation personnel, and 2 testers, like for expectations. Next slide. We have this expected financial revenue in the first year of our project. But however, it's important to note that the revenue generated by an app depends on various factors. So this is an expectation, not like a certain things. So such as number of users and monetization strategy. So yeah, that's it. I think these are the references we have.
Yes,
Thank
this,
you very much.
doctor, are the references.
Yes, thank you very much. It's very interesting project. I hope you will be successful.
Thank you
But
so much, doctor.
the last part are related with the market analysis. But I'd like to know, for example, how long does your project will be operated? What you have to take into consideration. Because your project life is not only 1 year, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years. We have to compare. You have to determine the net present value of the project at maybe the next step. We are going to discuss something about project evaluation that Onur summarized at the last part of his presentation. What's it mean, for example, net present value? How can we calculate it? What's it mean break-even analysis? How can we determine it, etc. But I understand you understand the whole system. Thank you very much. You are successful also.
Thank you so much, doctor.
Please evaluate your project considering all kind of suggestion. It will be helpful for you because all people need to present, have to present their final version of their project at the end of this semester, during the final exam.
Doctor,
Okay.
can I ask one more question?
Yes, please.
So about the midterm exam, what will we do in the midterm? Like,
your presentation will consist of your exam rates. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so this presentation is considered to be midterm exam, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Maybe we are going to continue to the presentation next week. Maybe one week, one more week, maybe depending on the related people. I think it's enough today. We are coming at the end of this course. I'd like to thank to the speakers, especially to Onur and the other friends. The other friends have to be ready next week because we haven't got enough time. I think it was helpful for understand the system for their preparation. Have a good time. See you next week. Goodbye.
See you. Bye bye.